So we're going to get lined up with the runway prior to getting lined up on the glide slope. You can do it however you want, but for me, for consistency with the autopilot in this aircraft, the only way it works every time is to get it lined up first. So now you can see the diamond is moving up. And as we get further out this way, it's going to keep going higher and higher. Once it gets here, I'm going to make my turn, my base turn. I'm going to turn right base for runway 01. I can go ahead and slow my airspeed down. I'm going to bring it down to 200 knots, set full flaps, and bring the landing gear down. See the airspeed's dropping, and the diamond thing is almost to the top. At this point, I'm going to make my right turn to base. I'm going to go past 90 degrees because we're going to have to basically just make one big long turn. If I straighten it out halfway through the turn, I'm going to overshoot because I didn't. I mean, we took off, we turned 180 degrees, well now we got to turn 180 degrees again. Landing gear down. I'm going to bring my altitude down to 3,000. Again, that's just to make sure we're lined up before we get to the glide slope. Continue turning. I'm going to turn about 10 degrees shy of 013, so I'll be turning to about 003 degrees. .360 looks better based on where we're at in the turn. We're just to the right. Any second you're going to see this line start moving in. Alright, and as you can see, I'm manually tuning the autopilot to get me lined up or close to lined up. And that's because if you rely solely on the approach switch, it's going to be really ugly. The plane will want to weave back and forth on the approach. So I generally, I like to get it pretty close myself. Alright, now at this point you see I'm not lined up yet, but the diamond's coming down. I'm meeting the glide slope, so I'm going to decrease my altitude once again. You see that's going back up. Alright, now this is coming in. You see the airport's coming, so I'm going to turn right some more. So it's a smooth transition. And when it gets close, I'm going to hit the approach switch. Alright, I'm going to hit the switch now. You can see the aircraft turns right. just a little bit, and it's going to fine tune this and get it lined up. Then you can see the diamond is coming back down. Okay, when the diamond gets here, you're going to see this this little green thing right here start to drop. There you go, see it dropping? That means that we are descending on the glide slope. So this diamond should now stay right here in the middle, and you should stay lined up on the runway. You can see there's the airport. We're lined up here. We don't need this anymore. At this point, I like to take over running the throttles myself. It's just less I have to deactivate when I get closer. And whenever I'm comfortable, I can basically just hit this approach switch here to deactivate the approach, and then I hit the Z button just so that I know the autopilot is fully disengaged. Make sure you're watching your airspeed. Alright, I'm at 500 feet. I'm going to disengage the autopilot. Clicking the switch, hit the Z button, you can hear the alarm sound saying that I've got the controls, and I'm just going to fly it in. Hit kind of hard on that one. Thrust reversers off, spoilers up, brakes on, and exit the runway. Something what I just did is useful for is if you want to set up a flight where you're already on the glide slope, you're already on, you're already on the approach. Everything's tuned and set. You can just save your flight and just keep practicing that approach over and over again. Something that's good for. So hopefully this helps somebody, and look out for some more videos. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.